Hello and welcome to a pioneering new business program for local businesses. Business Scene creates a shop window for micro companies or solo business owners without a high street presence. The show offers interviews, features and a unique behind the scenes look at how these amazing small businesses grow and operate. Let's take a look at our first item. Welcome to Business Scene. My name is Leigh Brown and today I'm in Highgate, North London, where I'm joined by Kate from Feels Good Furniture.
I've been upcycling and restoring furniture for about 7 years,
Right.
But as of last year I took the plunge and set out on my own.
It's a big step.
Yeah, big step, but yeah, I've been loving it. Yeah, things are going well.
Great, so could you show us some examples of the type of furniture that you work with?
Yeah, sure. It's really nice as well.
Is that like Scandi or something?
West German,
Okay.
West German pottery from the 1970s.
That's massive apparently, isn't it? German, that sort of era, German pottery. I think I saw an Antiques Roadshow or something like that.
It's really in at the moment. These were in pretty bad shape. I've just done like small bits of detail with the
look at
paint. So keeping as much of the wood as possible. There were areas, again, this is a veneer top.
Yeah.
So it's not solid wood.
So you put those stripes on?
So yeah, I added the stripes. So it's a bit of masking tape or frog tape.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you can add some interesting little effects.
I love that. Well, I guess there's a lot of mixing it and combining these different decades and eras and styles of furniture, right?
Definitely. I mean, I'll often pick up like Art Deco pieces as well. Sometimes you just want a statement piece.
Yeah.
You haven't even got in your head, oh, I want it to be that particular style, but it's when you see it, you're like, that's the thing, that's going to fit that space perfectly. So yeah.
There's no rules, I guess.
There are no rules. Each side's just got,
It's great.
You know, it's a bit of individuality.
And how much could I buy that for?
That's probably going to be up for around 225.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's, a lot of work's gone into it.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a one-of-a-kind piece.
Absolutely. No one else is going to have something like that.
No, and it's all been treated all on the top as well, so it's nice and durable because you're probably going to be having a few drinks on that. A Carl Kids chair. So these again are pretty, they never really go out of fashion. Urkel is a great brand. And yeah, just really sturdy, nice little chair. This was covered in paint. It had been well loved over the years. You might have even remembered these from school. They've got the red dot, the yellow dot, and they stack as well. So if you've got a few, they'll all stack on top of each other.
So those would have been used in schools, I guess?
Yeah, I've got a few waiting to be refurbished. So these are sort of in their rough stage, waiting to have some work done. So with that, I'll sand down the panels. It's got this lovely tiling on there. That's a G-plan coffee table.
Would it have originally been like that with the tiling?
Yeah, so this is all original.
Okay,
so
cool.
yeah, it's in pretty good condition. So it just needs a bit of a sand down and then I'll treat that either with some Danish oil or sort of a nice good varnish because it's obviously going to be used in someone's front room probably. Yeah. So just keep it as it is really, no crazy upcycling with that one. Just love saving old bits of furniture that otherwise maybe would have gone to landfill or could go to waste and giving things a new lease of life. Hopefully just want to continue growing and doing what I love doing. So.
I love your social media.
Thank you.
As you can see, I had a lot of fun chatting with Kate, and it's great to see how the furniture she works with gets a second life and pride of place in someone's home. Now let's take a look at a booming local business brought to us by local artist Lyla Harris-Quinn.
I'm kind of like a painter and decorator of faces. The whole face paint stereotype is kids' parties, but it's just so much more than that. You can do it on the body, on the arms, and add a bit of bling. I do weddings, private parties, festivals, I do school plays. I've done theatre productions as well. The big one at Paramount last year, I did the Paramount Christmas staff party and that was so much fun. again, like I love it when the adults get involved. And they've had a few drinks, and the best one was this bald guy. It was my dream. He said, just do anything. So I said, okay, it's like a canvas, a blank canvas. So I did a Grinch with a big Santa hat coming across his bald head like that, and that was quite a hit. Everybody was gathered round and laughing, and it was a lot of fun. I've got my little rucksack, which has my design board and my sponges, and then everything else is in my little compact case like that. Adults are big kids at heart, you know, when you have your kit out and all the colours are there, all the glitters are there, all the bling, because I like sticking bling, their eyes light up, and especially if they've had a couple of drinks, you can't get rid of them. It's like, can you do this on my arm? Can you do that? I want this and I want that, and it's great. Something that someone said to me, it's a repeat customer, she's now booked me 3 times for her daughter's birthday, and she said, Lyla, it's not just about how you paint and the paint that the creations that you make on the faces. She said, it's you, the children love you, you're very, very friendly, personable, you're fun, and you're professional, and I know you're reliable, and I know I can trust you to make the party. And I just thought that was a really nice compliment. I carried that with me, and I think, yeah, I do put all of myself into every event and every party, and I try and make it as bespoke for the people who have booked me, like, and make it the best that it can be.
If you want to be a part of Business Scene, you can work with us to produce an interview, a product feature, or we can also film a review of your services. Speaking of products, here's one tasty product that I particularly enjoy filming. Hello and welcome to North London, where today you join me with Adam Williams from Hivesman.
So I run a company called Hivesman Co, and it's a honey production company based in North London, and I manage beehives across 4 sites in North London, and I produce postcode specific honey in those areas.
So how did you get into beekeeping, Adam?
So I grew up in rural Lincolnshire,
Okay.
In an area that's got quite a lot of bee farms around. So walking in the field margins growing up, I would always see rows of commercially managed beehives, and I was always fascinated watching them coming and going from the hives, wondering what was going on inside. And about 10 years ago now, I spoke to one of the bee farmers who was retiring, and he agreed to take me under his wing and teach me the things that he'd learned in a 60-year career as a bee farmer. So I started with 1 hive,
Right.
and I've slowly increased to the point I'm at now, managing 4 sites across North London.
Obviously here we're in an apple orchard, so how will that change the nature and the character of the honey in relation to, I mean, what other areas do you have?
A lot of the forage in North London is to do with horse chestnut.
Okay.
So there are a lot of very mature horse chestnut trees which do provide the main spring flow for the beehives in North London.
Right.
There's also a site that I have in East Finchley which has a lot of hawthorn trees,
Okay.
Directly around the beehives. So you do get that hawthorn nectar coming in as well. And then on this site, I placed them here to help with the pollination of the apples.
So what are good pollinator plants?
It's actually quite a lot of plants that you might consider to be weeds. So
Oh really? Okay.
one really great source of forage, and for a lot of the year as well, are dandelions.
Okay.
So if you allow areas of a lawn perhaps to actually grow and seed dandelions, that can provide a really valuable pollen and nectar source,
Okay.
for pollinating insects through a really large kind of part of the year as well,
Right.
a long period.
So I guess like a move to rewilding, it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, and I think you can rewild on a micro scale as well. So you
Yeah.
can just rewild a corner of your garden.
Have like a little
and-
patch.
Yeah, have that patch that you're not mowing. And we're in May.
I'd love that.
We're in May.
I'll
at the
rewild the
moment, and
entire
there's-
thing.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't think I'd be allowed.
Yeah. We're in May at the moment, and there's a big campaign every year called No Mow May,
Okay.
which just encourages people to let the grass and therefore all of the wildflowers that might still be mixed in your lawn, allow them to mature and
Brilliant.
grow.
That's going to be
and
my excuse.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot of honey.
It's heavy. It's heavy work. Yeah.
Can we take a look?
Yes, let's do.
Yeah, cool. Wow, that's a lot of honey.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Because I can produce a honey that is from a very particular locality. So
Okay.
ideally within a postcode
Yeah.
that people are buying the honey and eating the honey, they could actually be buying honey that is produced within a kilometre,
Yeah,
say,
yeah, that's amazing.
of their house.
Oh, that's been brilliant, Adam. Thank
you
you
did-
so much for showing me around today. Really fascinating. So, can I buy some honey off you?
Of course you can.
Yeah, perfect. That really was a great shoot, and the honey I bought from Adam was excellent as well. You can meet Adam and buy his Hivesman honey at the East Finchley Festival on the 22nd of June. Our final piece in this show covers a subject that most people need some help with, myself included. I spoke with David Roth about his company and how they can support you with your IT. Hello and welcome to Business Scene. My name's Leigh Brown, and today you join me in Muswell Hill, North London, where I'm joined by David Roth, Director of North London IT Support. Hi David.
Hi Lee.
How you doing? You well?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks for joining me today. So we're going to speak about IT support, obviously. So to kick things off, David, could you give us an overview of what IT support comprises?
Yeah, so IT support really is like having a protective blanket for your business. It's like a team of professionals who are out there looking after your business,
Yeah.
not just waiting for things to go wrong, but proactively looking into seeing when things might go wrong and preventing them, so
Right.
that you can get on with your business. You don't
Right.
have to worry about that.
So David, a lot of people might wonder, why is IT support essential for businesses? Can't you just sort of deal with things as and when they arise?
Yeah, and of course you can. You know, you could take that approach. You could look after things as and when they go wrong. But having an IT support team behind your business ensures that things really run a lot smoother, and you don't have to worry about things not being updated, patched, security, and all the other important things that keep your business operations running smoothly.
Right.
By having an IT support team there, you can really mitigate any problems that might arise from those kind of issues.
Got you. So let's talk about bottom line, which obviously is important in any business. How can IT support, professional IT support, actively improve a business's performance?
Well, by having professional IT support, I think your business is going to benefit in so many ways. In particular, you're going to have systems which run smoothly, they're monitored and checked overnight, 24/7. And so really the impact on your business will be that your staff are able to come in, get on with their work, and not have those outages which stop people from getting on with their day and getting going. So it keeps the whole function of the business and operation of the business running very effectively and smoothly.
Okay. So, I mean, tying into that, some businesses prefer to use IT services and other services as well on an ad hoc basis.
Yeah.
And it's very much sort of trended in streamlined business. What's the benefit of having, you know, a professional company that you're contracted to, or that, you know, you work with ongoing?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of benefits really of having a company which is working for you. So, I mean, one of the really key things I guess it's a bit like, you know, if you take your car in for a service,
Yeah.
you're going to get it serviced once a year, and you're going to be sure it's roadworthy. Whereas if you don't get your car serviced, it breaks down on the motorway. You're like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So with having an IT support company who are working with your business as a partner, and they understand where your business is going strategically and what you're planning to do, they know those bumps that are going to come in your business, those stresses, and they're ready for them when they occur, rather than reacting to problems which then can cause all sorts of upset and could be at a critical time for your business. And if you're not in that agreed arrangement with them, you might find yourself not being able to get the support when you need it.
Sure. So I guess having that long-term relationship with a business partner makes the whole process more holistic and sort of focused on the bigger picture of your business.
Yeah, exactly. So what we try to do is we have at least quarterly technical business reviews with the business owner, where we can sit down and go through what challenges their business have coming up in the next quarter, help them work towards meeting those objectives, and also it avoids the unexpected, as I've mentioned previously, those sort of things, those bumps in the road, which really can cause big disruption, along with the security, which now obviously is going up and up and up in business, where cyber threats are all over the place and we're hearing about them all the time. Just avoiding any of those unexpected disruptions.
I mean, it's huge at the moment, isn't it? With the the advance of AI, and it seems like certainly the past couple of months it's just everywhere. And I know from using it myself for my business, it's just breathtaking what you can do. I mean, what are the major threats that you see businesses going forward relating to AI?
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, the advance of AI is breathtaking, and we've seen some of our vendors demonstrate to us how it can be used maliciously. For example, with the deep fake technology, you can have somebody calling the office, appearing to be a senior director, for example, and let's transfer some money from A to B, and you're transferring it to the wrong place because it sounds like, it looks like, it appears to be from that person. So these threats are real. I mean, I'd like to say they're the stuff of science fiction, but they're really not anymore, unfortunately.
Science fact.
Science fact. Exactly.
How do you, what approach do you take to stay ahead of these things?
Well, I mean, as an ISP, as a managed service provider, we are, connected into the network of other technology companies. So we have vendor demos, and we get invited to all sorts of events, along with being a preferred supplier for companies like Microsoft. Being a partner of Microsoft, we get a lot of information in advance, which keeps us well on track with all of these threats.
So from what I hear there is that IT support is far more than just being about dealing with those technical issues that crop up day to day. I mean, what are the other benefits of having an IT partner that you can work with long term?
Yeah, I mean, part of it is the relationship building. So we're part of your business in terms of being there, understanding what you're doing, and in the background doing the patching, checking for updates, obviously being connected to the vendors and all of that. And one of the best things we can hear really from a client, and it makes me really happy, and when I hear that, is that we just didn't know you were there. If they say that to us, we know things are running smoothly and they haven't had any problems. When we have these quarterly business meetings, they'll say to us, we just had no idea you were there, and things were just like operating really well. So that's the biggest compliment we want to hear, really.
Brilliant. Yeah. David, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for your time. Final question, VHS or Betamax?
Oh my God. I took the decision of VHS, which was a good move at the time.
It was a good move, yeah, absolutely.
To be fair,
we're the Betamax.
Are we showing our age?
Thanks, David. Pleasure.
Cheers.
So there we have it, the final item in our first Business Scene show. I hope you've seen some businesses which will be useful for you, and hopefully learned a little bit more about the companies in the process. If you'd like to be a part of our next show, then contact us here. We look forward to seeing your business on Business Scene.